Today we are going to talk all about Princess's loyalty levels, what you get at each level, how many cruises you have to take or how many sea days you have to sail to accomplish that, and what those perks are and a few of the ins and outs of it, so that as you go on Princess cruises, you will know what to expect as you move up in loyalty a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. I would like to start off today by inviting you to please subscribe to our channel. We talk about cruising here every day but Sundays. We try to share as many tips and experiences with you as we can, and we really appreciate all of you sharing yours as well, so that we all have a richer, smoother, more pleasant travel experience. We also have a lot of fun here. If you appreciate our videos, would you also please give this one a thumbs up? Just hit that thumbs up. That really does help us as well. So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and start at the top. So with Princess, the way it works is they coordinate every level that you are with a color. So when you go on your very first Princess cruise, you are the color, your medallion is blue. And that is only for that cruise. By the time you're ready to take your second cruise, you have advanced your gold, then your ruby, then platinum, and then elite. So first of all, like I said, on that first cruise, you're blue. Second, you're gold. Then you move up to the next color of ruby after you have completed 3 cruises or 30 days of cruising. You're platinum after 5 cruises or 50 days of cruising. And then that is the largest jump, is to go from platinum to elite. I remember thinking this took me forever. So with that platinum, like I said, you are at 5 cruises or 50 days of cruising, but to be elite, you have to have either completed 15 cruises or 150 days of cruising. That's a long time. So a few people, there's, some tips and tricks to that. Some people just plow through and just go to the places they want to go, and don't worry really about being too particularly strategic about getting to elite. Honestly, that's how I was. We have just gone on the cruises that we wanted to go on, and one day finally I got to elite. But with it just being 15 cruises, you can take 15 3-day cruises and accomplish that in 45 days worth of cruising if you want to. 15 times 3 is 45. So anyway, so there are different ways to go about it, and you can do that with each level. Like with the to be platinum, you need to do 5 cruises or 50 days. So if you do the shorter cruises, of course you get there more quickly. But I've always been one, I advocate just for spending your time and your money going where it is that you really want to go. So as soon as you have cruised that very first time with Princess, you get to have it's kind of interesting. They call it preferential pricing offers. So attached to your Captain Circle number, sometimes there will be promos that you will get a little something extra when you book or a little bit extra off. So that's why I always like to check when I'm looking at a cruise for someone. I like to have their Princess Captain Circle number, because sometimes there can be better pricing attached with that. Not always, but it can easily be. Even sometimes when we log into Princess Cruises, every now and again, Gordon will get a different price than I will get. So he is platinum. I've been on a few more cruises than he has now. I think 3 more with Princess. And so sometimes my price will be a little bit different. And the funny thing is it's not always mine that's better. So it just depends on what they're offering who at what time. So you get that. You also get to have access to a Circle host on board. Honestly, I don't know what that is. They've got the Circle Center on board and the Circle Savings account. So those are the things that come along. Truthfully, I tried to look at a lot of those things. I Googled them, and I don't know what they are. So if any of you know, will you please chime in if you have used any of those services? Now, each time you move to another level, you get to keep all of the benefits that you had before, plus add to them. So that's what you get when you're gold. When you move to ruby, you get exclusive shoreside access to the Captain Circle help desk phone line. That I tried to track down what the Captain Circle help desk phone number is. I can't figure out what that is. Every time when I look for it online, all I can find is 1-800-Princess. I have searched for that very specific Captain Circle Help Desk phone number, and I don't know what it is. So once again, if any of you have it, let us know, would you? You also get the Princess, and this is the big deal, okay, about being Ruby. You also get that you can pay for the standard level of the Princess Vacation Protection, which is their insurance, but you get the platinum coverage, which is double on most of the coverages. So for for the accident coverage, for the like if you're injured, any kind of accident, or if you get sick, for the medical coverage, as well as the emergency evacuation, the standard is at $50,000 and the platinum is at $75,000, and the medical and the accident insurance coverage doubles. It goes from $10,000 to $20,000 as you move from that standard to platinum. So that is a really good perk. That is worth it right there. You also get, as you become platinum, that's the next great perk. You get half off of the internet package. So right now, an internet package on Princess is $15 a day for one device. So that means you get it for $7.50. That is pretty sweet, especially if you don't need a package for anything else. If you need a package for something else, then it doesn't matter, but it's really nice. Where it does come in also handy is 4 devices is $40 a day. So even if you get like the Plus package and you don't need the Premier package, then if you need to upgrade to that 4 device package, you still get that nice discount of the upgrade being half as much as it would. Does that make sense? And then remember that with the Premier package, that one does include 4 devices for each person that has that package. You also get 10% off of the Lotus Spa treatments, 10% off of all of your purchases in the photo gallery. You get to use the Platinum and Elite Lounge when you are waiting to board your ship for embarkation, and you also get the complimentary destination collection. That's a brochure that they mail you in the mail, okay? Finally, what we all wait for is someday to be elite, right? I think my very favorite thing about being elite is that they switch out. You get a mini bar set up in your cabin. And so since I don't drink alcohol, I can switch it out and I choose Diet Coke. So just for our 14-day cruise, I got 20 cans of Diet Coke, which was just perfect. But when you do that, you can switch it out for whatever you would like. Of course, there's limits. I couldn't say I wanted, more Diet Coke. There's a set value that they will replace things with, but if you would rather have water bottles, you can do that. If you want a mix of water and soda, or whatever beverage it is, you can switch things around to get what you want. Another really big perk of being elite is that you get early access when they release itineraries for sale. So elite members can book the day before everyone else, which is really valuable on certain cruises, especially if they're only running an itinerary once, or there is a particular cabin that you want to have on the ship. It is really nice to be elite for that. Another perk is that you get to have 10% off of your shore excursions. And remember, you still get everything you had before. So you still get off like 10% off at the spa. As an elite member, you also get 10% off the Shops of Princess. You can't combine that with other promos. So like if you go in the Effie store and something is on sale, you don't get an extra 10% off. But if you go to a shop on Princess and it's full price, not on sale, no other promo, then you get 10% off with it. You also get a complimentary grapevine wine tasting event, a deluxe canapé selection on formal nights, a complimentary afternoon tea in your stateroom. You just have to order that if you want it. You get priority disembarkation. You also get priority disembarkation onto a tender. If you are in port, they'll have a lounge that they'll have you report to, and people who are elite will get priority at getting off the ship on a tender on tender days. And then finally, you get to have complimentary laundry services and shoe polishing. Now, you do not get to use that on the next day service. That is one of the terms and conditions of that when you turn in your laundry, you just have to wait until they get it back to you. And truly, It can depend on how many elite people are on the sailing that you're on, how long you're going to have to wait for your laundry to come back. I've had people tell me that they'll be like on a back-to-back, and on one of them, the wait for the laundry will just be a day or two, and on the next sailing, it can be 5 days for their laundry to come back. So kind of keep that in mind. The other thing to go with that, though, that I really like is that Princess does have washers and dryers on their ships. On every deck that has the passenger cabins, there is always a laundry room, so it's really handy to do your own laundry. If you've got laundry that you don't want anybody else to do, you're like me, you like to do your own laundry, or if that backup is going to be that long, you'll know that you want to go ahead and do your own laundry because you don't want to wait 5 days. I don't know, I'm not saying it is always 5 days, but I have heard of it being 5 days on those sailings, that there are lots and lots of elite members on board. So I hope this kind of helps you when you're thinking about what you can use on board, because sometimes I have been on board and not used all of the perks that I have. So I wanted to remind you about that. And let me hear, will you please tell me in the comments what your very favorite perks are about being elite, about being platinum, ruby, wherever you are on the elite spectrum there with Princess. Let us know what you enjoy the most, what you're looking forward to the most, what you can't wait to enjoy when you're at the next level, and I'll look forward to reading your comments. I really appreciate you all being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. I'll be talking to you again soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.